The spirit in this land right now is not quite in the right place. Mankind has got to take the blame that he has caused. My name is Jim Roche. I was born and raised in the state of Florida. I accidentally got into arts and started off in ceramics. But from the beginning, I started with what I knew was plant life. I did some potted mama plants. They were a little sexual, I guess, but they always were that way. Later on, my favorite piece that I did was at Art Park when I did a tree grave site. It helped people realize that we were overcutting and overdoing. And I continued working. I seemed to keep floating back to this natural world. When I returned to Florida in 1972, I was saddened, shocked, and angered that so many places were no longer there. The remote sinkholes, clear, fast-running rivers, ancient oaks and pines, and all their diverse wildlife were now much harder to see. Jumping mullet fish, birds sweeping in large flocks, lightning bugs blinking in unison, dragonflies, huge spiders with patterned webs, bullfrogs singing, and wild hogs searching, all suffering from industrialization and development. Everything was being killed, chased away, paved, cut, or torn down. New buildings seemed to be everywhere. Smaller Florida roads, once known for rare flowers found along their edges, were now being mowed on a regular basis. Large live oaks were being removed to make room for houses with plywood roofs, plastic plumbing, picture windows, and cropped grass yards. This was not progress to those of us who had grown up there. I decided that I should do some images of myself as a Floridian who had just found out that the natural world was in danger of being destroyed drastically fast. Now, no matter where you are in the United States, there are less animals. There's less room for growth. Trees have been cut down, and we keep doing it. The body of work that the Nasher got was a 10-panel piece. Some pieces that I did when I came back from Texas after being out there about 5.5 years. In those short 5.5 years, the land that I remembered in this part of Florida, where I'd spent all my life in the woods and beaches and everything else, I came back and it simply was not here. I went to a certain place, I shot the photograph of myself being there, and then on the other side, I took a piece of paper and wrote down what and where I was, and I also tried to make it, and you see it scratched through, one single title as to what it was. And so down at the bottom, I end up calling everything a piece, because it was me directly responding to the natural world that no longer existed in North Florida, where I was from a pioneer Florida family. And we as artists want to make sure we're doing our part to make that known. The spirit in this land now should change to keeping, preserving, helping live.
Proud to be with you through the TV land. Proud to send this message to you today.